17. This year, the team focused heavily on three specific areas: the ground game, zone defense, and special teams. We have overhauled ball carrier locomotion, momentum, and balance. The special move system has been completely rewritten around a new defender fake-out system. We've added new feedback systems and an auto-move setting on rookie and pro difficulty levels to help users master the new systems. Finally, we have
Select the team you want to join. Don't worry, you'll be able to choose the role you plan in just a second. Start your season with recommended settings. If you wish to change roles or adjust options, use the tiles on the right. Start the regular season by selecting your season goal. Meeting your season goal gives high rewards, but does come with risks. Kick off your week by installing your game plan.
guys, we all watched the film from yesterday, and I hope everyone knows it wasn't good enough. Today's practice has got to be great.
Let's go!
You want to win a ball game?
Red 38! Let's go! Red 38! Red 38! Here we go! White 90! White 90! Let's go! White 90! White 90! Come on, let's go! Red 38! Red 38!
All right. Small steps in the right direction. That's what we've been talking about. And you know what? Today you took a lot of those small steps. I'm proud of you. Keep it up.
Kick your season off by starting your first game. Hello, everyone. I'm Larry.
Double tight, double tight. Three down, three
Flex
down.
round! Flex
Watch
round!
twist. Watch twist.
Come on, let's go!
The first carry is a Los Angeles Ram for Todd Gurley. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
When DeForest Buckner was at Oregon, for much of his career, the opposite defensive end from him was Eric Armstead. And everyone wondered about these 6'7" guys. Could they get the leverage? Could they get low enough to make plays in the run game? I think the question just got answered with that one. DeForest Buckner knows how to bend and shed blockers and get upfield.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Three down.
Ohio!
Check.
Ohio!
Check hot route. Hot, hot.
Here we go! Hot!
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Finding time. He's looking for Austin. Intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And he's just across midfield.
That's how we do, baby. Auburn's rolling.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down.
We got three down.
Ohio!
Check three.
Here's Gurley. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
One of the beauties of a 3-4 defense is that you have flexibility with your linebackers and you can put them in different spots. But one of the downsides is an offensive team that's committed to running the football, you can get your big offensive linemen up on linebackers quicker, and that usually gives you an advantage in running it.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking to get And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7.
We got three, fellas.
The one running back is Gurley.
Red 38!
On play action, they'll throw. And the catch made by Kenny Britt. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let them know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Well, partner, Gurley came on the scene in 2015 NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year. It's been all systems go from game one.
And they talked about easing him into the lineup, and that's really what they did. But once they got him in, they couldn't get him out. They had to feed him the ball more and more, and it's because of these types of runs. He just breaks defenses down with his power and his physicality.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Here we go!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, and the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee, and it's third down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. Touchdown, L.A.! Kenny Britt, 41 yards. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Here we go!
57's the
What?
mic.
90!
57's the mic.
What? 90! Ohio!
You go tight.
Ohio!
You got tight.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Ball's going up.
Completes it to Quick.
Hey, let's make it a long
And now the
game.
49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Woo! Single. I got a single on the slot.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. They'll drop to throw, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some off.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Tremaine Brock. And his looks like the defense in press coverage here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Now that's the way you run offense. Understanding your clock situation. Excellent job getting to the sideline and getting out of bounds. That's the way to conserve time.
Let's go. What? 90.
They'll throw now on the final play. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. So we've hit. All right.
Here we go, G.
Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 30, past the 20. Touchdown, L.A. Kenny Britt, already his second touchdown.
Watch left. Watch
Ohio.
Again, we'll see the pistol here.
Watch out.
Let's go.
Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Check 25.
The one running back is Gurley. Now back to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle. Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Ohio.
Jam.
Here we go. What? 90. What? 90.
Back to throw here. And that is incomplete here. He was looking for the tight end Lance Kendricks there. And it's 3rd and 4. Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. And you really can't pin that one on the quarterback, Charles. The O-line, they've got to protect better.
And they know it. That's their meal ticket. They want to take care of the big guy behind them. In this case, they let him down.
And now another one thrown incomplete.
Flex round.
Slam.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
What? 90. Ohio. Flex round.
Check 6 guy.
Come on, let's go. Ohio. Flex round.
Crunch.
And from the 9-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Gurley. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Come on, let's go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do...
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Tavon Austin.
You try that to the other side, not this side. Double tight. Double tight.
Flex round.
Watch
Let's
the
go.
outside.
Red 38. Red 38.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. A gain of 3, 2nd down. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Credit the tackle to Navarro Bowman.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs.
Back now here in Santa Clara. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Let's go. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio. Flex round. Flex round.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there, and how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Brian Quick, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th.
Flex round. Flex round.
Come on, switch it.
Ohio. Flex round. Flex round. Come on, let's go.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Hey, we got right. We got right.
One receiver left, two to the right.
Flex round. Let's go, Ohio.
Check three.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's brought down. 16 yards to the 16 and a first down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Time for a break. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Here we go. Red 38.
On the toss, it's Gurley. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
We got three, fellas. We got three.
The one running back is Gurley.
Flex round.
On play action, they'll throw. He'll buy some time right. Pushing it, and he will score. Touchdown, L.A. Their mobile, agile quarterback, 15 yards. And the Rams have broken our tie as they... Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage, look defensively.
Ohio.
Switch.
They come up in an offset eye.
Red 38. Ohio. Flex round.
Double up.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
Tight ends left. Hey. We got three.
Flex round.
Joker.
Flex round. Let's go. Red 38. Ohio.
Tighten up.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Partner, they're less than 2 minutes ago in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellows in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York.
Come on, let's go.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he stopped immediately there. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready.
Tight ends on the loosey.
Come on,
So
now,
3rd and
flex round.
15 and an extra defensive back in the game now.
Ohio.
Flooding the passing
Ohio.
lanes.
Flex round.
They come out here in the eye.
Flex round.
Lucky.
Come on, let's go.
And a first carry of the game here for Trey Mason. And the 49ers going to take another time.
There we go, D. That's the way to hit.
Well, last year they were the St. Louis Rams, now the Los Angeles Rams, and starting out under that L.A. title 1-0.
Yeah, and how great do they feel to be back as the Los Angeles Rams and have that one win next to their name? The whole city has to feel great, and they've got to feel terrific representing that city.
They've been pining for it for a long time and starting unblemished. Who knows, maybe on the way to a perfect season.
Who knows, right? Hey, the only way you can get there is to be 1-0.
So for Los Angeles, it'll be a happy trip home as they start the season with a road victory here on a Monday night. And they will head home next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. So that's a wrap for Charles.